those who missed out on the raging net neutrality debate, let's start with the basics first. Net neutrality simply means everything on the web should be treated equally and fairly. The principles of net neutrality must ensure that the internet should be an open and unbiased information superhighway with no fast or slow lanes. Zuckerberg says Facebook supports net neutrality but believes regulators need to make an exception for zero-rating platforms. A zero-rating platform lets users access certain websites free of cost without using any data. The cost of data consumed is paid by application developers, much like how traditional toll-free 1800 numbers worked, with businesses picking up the tab for consumers that called in. Facebook's Internet.org works in a similar model where this app offers free access to a few partners and affiliated websites, with Facebook bearing the cost of access.
Internet.org and Facebook 100% support net neutrality. Any developer who meets the definition of a basic service, so not very high bandwidth, no rich videos or big file downloads, anyone can kind of offer their services for free, and it will be zero-rated through the free basics platform that we have.
In February this year, the United States provided regulatory protection to net neutrality. It has placed restrictions on certain kind of deals that internet companies can strike with content providers, but has allowed zero-rating platforms. The US FCC will judge sponsored data plans on a case-by-case basis to check any unreasonable interference or disadvantage. Meanwhile, the EU has adopted common net neutrality regulations and, like the US, have made space for zero ratings. The EU rule says commercial agreements and practices including zero rating must comply with other provisions of the regulation, in particular those on non-discriminatory traffic management. Though the EU also accepts that zero rating could in some circumstances have harmful effects on competition or access to the market by new innovative services and lead to situations where end users' choice is materially reduced in practice. Zuckerberg believes Indian regulations must align themselves to global norms to ensure connectivity.
Most of the folks who are pushing for net neutrality have access to the internet already. The people who are not yet on the internet can't sign an online petition pushing for increased access to the internet.
The TRAI in its consultation paper had clearly frowned up content providers acting as gatekeepers, but the rules have been delayed, and CNBC TV 18 learns that the regulations may be pushed back. It will be interesting to see if Zuckerberg's pitch changes the discourse and eventual policy.